My husband and I are having a problem. It's my 29th birthday, and I'm feeling hurt. I think he should have made me feel special, but he didn't. He told me I'm spoiling my own birthday by being upset. He says I'm making a big deal out of nothing. Am I being too sensitive, or is he being unfair? Today's my birthday, and it's an extra special day. We're in Vietnam visiting family I haven't seen in 13 years. It's a big deal for me because my parents, brother, sister-in-law, close friend, my husband, and I are all together. I want to share what's happened in the last 16 hours to see if I'm overreacting. I'll tell you what happened, and you can tell me if I have a right to feel hurt or if I'm just being too sensitive. Last night, my husband surprised me with a last-minute idea. He booked a couples massage, which is really affordable here in Vietnam. Actually, he's already had 8 massages in just 2 weeks. He said he wanted to give me a special birthday treat, and it sounded lovely, a massage, followed by a romantic jacuzzi and sauna. I'm not usually into massages, but this package included body scrubs, facials, and more, so I was excited to try it out. When we arrived, my husband asked if he could have a special massage with 2 therapists just for him, called a 4 hands massage, but the package we booked didn't offer that option. To get the 4 hands massage, we'd have to cancel the original package I was looking forward to, and instead buy a new package that included a couples massage with 2 therapists just for him and a separate individual massage, just 1 therapist for me. The problem was, this new option didn't include any of the extras I wanted, like body scrubs and facials. I told him repeatedly that I didn't just want a plain massage, but he didn't seem to listen. Then my husband suggested that I could just get the body scrub I wanted while he had his 4 hands massage. But I told him that wasn't the point. I wanted to have a couples massage experience together. I didn't need a spa treatment, and I could have just gone home while he had his massage. But he started getting frustrated, saying I was making things too complicated. In the end, we just got the massages, and he loved it. But I felt like I'd wasted my money on something I didn't even want. We had a nice dinner afterwards. But honestly, I was still feeling pretty disappointed and hurt. The next morning, my husband forgot to wish me a happy birthday for a few hours. When I reminded him, he finally did, but it felt a bit annoying. I tried to brush it off, thinking it was petty to hold a grudge over something so small. We were scheduled to leave Vietnam later that day at 3 p.m. My husband wanted a specific dish for breakfast, but I wasn't interested. I wanted to save my appetite for our special last lunch with my family, who were all excited to celebrate my birthday with me, only the second time we've ever spent my birthday together. I had a haircut appointment at 10 a.m., and it was already 8:30 a.m. My husband suddenly left to go have breakfast on his own, which didn't bother me too much at the time. It would have been nice if he had suggested doing something small together, like getting a cup of coffee, but he didn't. He said he would eat breakfast and then come back to finish packing our luggage so we could be ready to leave Vietnam later. My haircut took longer than expected, lasting 2 hours instead of 1. And to make matters worse, I couldn't reach my husband the whole time from 8:30 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. I heard nothing from him. When we finally met up, he enthusiastically told me about his morning. He had gotten breakfast and then treated himself to a 2-hour body scrub and skin treatment at the spa. I felt a surge of frustration and disappointment when he shared this with me. It was exactly what I had wanted to do the night before, but I had sacrificed my own desires to accommodate his wish for a 4 hands massage. Now, it seemed like he had done exactly what I wanted, without even considering me. When we arrived at my aunt's house, I was touched by the effort they had put in to celebrate my birthday. Despite not having much, they had decorated the house, gotten me gifts, and even baked cakes. My brother and sister-in-law had also spent the morning getting me little gifts and a cake. Our friend who had joined us on the trip had thoughtfully brought a sweet bread that he knew I loved. But when I looked at my husband, I felt a pang of disappointment. Unlike everyone else, he hadn't brought me anything except for his freshly exfoliated skin from his morning spa treatment. It felt like he hadn't made any effort to celebrate me or our special day together. I'm still trying to understand why I expected my husband to follow through on his promises. He said he would have breakfast and then pack our luggage, bringing it to my aunt's house so we could leave on time. I thought maybe he was out doing something thoughtful to make my birthday special. But now I wonder if I'm just being too petty. The truth is, my husband tends to prioritize his own needs and comfort above all else. He's a selfish person. and I've learned to accommodate him by bending over backwards to make him and others feel comfortable and content. Maybe that's why I'm feeling so hurt and disappointed today, because I've been ignoring these patterns for too long. I finally expressed my feelings to my husband, telling him that I felt hurt and confused about why he didn't make an effort to make me feel special on my birthday. I listed off all the ways he had prioritized himself over me that day, forgetting to wish me a happy birthday, going out for breakfast alone, getting his 9th spa treatment of the trip, and disappearing without a word. I couldn't understand why he didn't think to do something thoughtful for me, especially on a day that was supposed to be about celebrating me. When I confronted my husband about his behavior, he became defensive and dismissive. He said things like, "You're the one who pushed for us to get massages in the first place." He also belittled my desire for a couple's massage, saying it was a stupid thing to want and that we were separated by a curtain anyway. He then had the audacity to say that I was crying about him doing what I wanted to do, completely twisting the situation to shift the blame onto me.
Things escalated further when my husband said, "Not like I paid for this entire vacation for your entire family." This comment hurt, especially because we had generously gifted my parents flight tickets, and his words felt like he was holding that over my head. He also told me that I was being an embarrassment and ruining my own last day. When I pressed him for an apology, he gave a half-hearted one, saying, "Sorry, I'm the most selfish person and ruined your birthday. And nothing I do counts because of a misunderstanding this morning. This whole vacation doesn't count as me caring for you." His apology felt insincere and dismissive, like he was just trying to placate me without taking real responsibility for his actions. After that, I decided to drop the conversation and stop trying to get through to my husband. I was too hurt and exhausted to continue. I did cry, but I told my family that it was because I was sad to leave them, which was also true. Seeing their outpouring of love and effort to make my birthday special had left me feeling emotional anyway. It was a bittersweet moment. I was grateful for my family's love, but also hurt by my husband's thoughtlessness. I didn't want to ruin the rest of our time together, so I just let it go and tried to focus on the positive moments. Honestly, this isn't new behavior from my husband. He has made me cry on other birthdays before. I'm usually able to shrug things off easily, but this time felt different. I had hoped that on my special day, he would put me first. I know I should have communicated my desires more clearly and asked him to help my family prepare for my birthday, or even just asked him to buy me flowers. Maybe I should have stood firm last night and gone home. But if the roles were reversed, I know I would have gone all out to make his birthday unforgettable. It's hard not to feel hurt when everyone else, including my family and friends, made an effort to celebrate me, but my husband barely showed up. TLDR, this birthday was particularly special. And while everyone else went above and beyond, my husband's effort was lacking.